this afternoon, graduating students of the best university in the world, the University of Lagos. Greatest Akokai! Greatest Akokai! Greatest of the greatest of the greatest of the greatest Akokai! I congratulate the class of 2024. The special class of 2024. The amazing class of 2024. The record-breaking class of 2024. I congratulate you all on today's historic moment where you officially finished, completed, and you are on the verge of being celebrated by the entire world because you are truly special indeed. May I quickly inform you that in this JF Ade Ajayi auditorium, we have 5 exits in case there is an emergency that we don't pray for. We have 2 doors to the right, 2 to the left, and 1 at the center. We also have conveniences both at the right and at the left for both male and female. Because it's University of Lagos, the University of First Choice and the nation's pride, we want University of Lagos to be the trending topic. Already we are trending, but you can also make it more trending in nature with the pictures you took, the videos you took, and you tag hashtag Unilag 2024 convocation. One word. Hashtag Unilag 2024 convocation. You're already out there in the eyes of the world by virtue of this class of 2024 creating a history that University of Lagos has never seen before. That in a graduation year, we have perfect score of 5.0 over 5.0, and 2 are giving us makes your class truly special indeed. So we want the world to know that the University of First Choice and the nation's pride, the only university you can access by air, the one you can access by road, the one you can come via the lagoon front. We are the only university that has such features. A round of applause for University of Lagos. Once again, let's trend for the positive reason. Hashtag Unilag 2024 convocation. And let's get this started. This afternoon, we'll be having basic medical sciences. A round of applause for basic medical sciences. Shout out to clinical sciences. Shout out to dental sciences. What about faculty of pharmacy? And ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for this institute. Congratulations, all of you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Any moment from now, we shall get the signal for the procession. And when the procession commences, we are only expected to do one thing. We just stand as the procession commences. Once again, congratulations, the truly special class of 2024. I pray for you all and severally that as special as this class is, your life will truly be special.
as a bit teacher. Chop this life, make it no job, you my nigga. Have $1 million when I smile for the picture. That's why I don't put no ice in my liquor. No Benny, he gave me long go. That's when we throw the money with the drum, bundle by bundle. No Benny, he gave me long go. That's when we throw the money with the drum, bundle by bundle. Was okay, but I know see their hand. Money go down, okay, but I know see ya. Ay, 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 make that bouger. How I gonna say you dead there if I know see ya? Are you Johnson? Are you Johnson? Only base, good, meche. I trap a car where my mind no day. As long as it for my belly, me I'm okay. Vanity, everything I vanity. As I say money, vanity for my head. Bondo by bondo. Bondo by bondo. Lion no the humble for jungle. Me I just they do as I want to. Get my canna from Toronto. Check on my lord jumbo by jumbo.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon once again, and a big congratulations to everyone. To our dear students, please give yourselves another round of applause. You deserve it. You have worked for it. Let it get better. Let it get louder. That's good. To our dear parents, all who had managed to support your desires, give them another one round of applause. Thank you. And to you, the teachers and the professors here, let's stand. All are the professors and the professors. Let's stand together. Let's stand for the professors. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. We will be taking the national anthem, followed by the University of Lagos anthem.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign fatherland.
While we're still standing, please permit me to call Professor Tajuddin Yusuf to please come and give us the opening prayer.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. We seek refuge in Almighty Allah from the accursed devil. We begin in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. We beseech you, Almighty Allah, to come and guide us and have your divine presence in this great occasion. We are convocating today, planning a new life for our graduates. Oh Allah, come and be their guide in all their endeavors. As they begin this new journey in their lives, oh Allah, come and provide them with knowledge, wisdom, resilience, and humility. We also beseech Almighty Allah to continue to be the guide, the protector for the university, its leadership, as well as all the staff in this great institution. We come to also ask you to accept our prayers and give us your light everywhere we go. Al-Fatiha. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please let's be seated. At this point, permit me to call the acting registrar of our university to call this gathering to order.
The University of Lagos Act 1967 empowers the university to grant degrees, diplomas, certificates, and other distinctions, as well as to award medals, prizes, and other titles. It also provides that the Chancellor shall preside at all meetings of congregation held for conferring degrees. In accordance with the enabling law, the Chancellor shall, in relation to the university, take precedence before all other members of the university, and when he is present, shall preside at all meetings of congregation held for conferring degrees and at all meetings of convocation. The Pro-Chancellor shall, in relation to the university, take precedence before all other members of the university, except the Chancellor and except the Vice-Chancellor when acting as chairman of congregation or convocation, and except the Deputy Vice-Chancellor when so acting. And the Pro-Chancellor shall, when he is present, be the chairman at all meetings of the Council. Consequently, the Vice-Chancellor shall take on the role of the Chancellor as he is not present. I will call on the Vice-Chancellor to act in the position of the Chancellor of the University. His Royal Eminence, Alhaji Dr. Abubakar Rumal Garbai El Kanemi, CFR, Shehu of Borno, to constitute this assembly as a congregation for the purpose of conferring degrees, diplomas, awarding certificates, and for presenting special prizes. Distinguished audience, it is my pleasure to invite the Chancellor of the University, Your Royal Highness, Eminence Alhaji Dr. Abubakar Umar Gabai El Kanemi, CFR, Shehu of Borno, to constitute the assembly as a congregation for the purpose of conferring degrees, awarding certificates and diplomas, and for presenting special prizes. Chancellor, sir.
I hereby constitute this assembly as a congregation of the University of Lagos for the purpose of conferring degrees, awarding diplomas and certificates, and announcing special prizes. The university will confer its degrees on and award its diplomas and certificates to the students of the faculties of Basic Medical Sciences, Clinical Sciences, Dental Sciences, Pharmacy, and the Distance Learning Institute, who were successful in the examinations held in the 2023-2024 session. The university will also announce special prizes in respect of the students of the faculties who have distinguished themselves in specific fields.
Chancellor, sir, it is my pleasure to invite the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Folashade Tolulope Ogushola, ONFAS, to present our address.
The visitor, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. The Chancellor, His Royal Eminence Alhaji Dr. Abubakar Ibn Umar Gabai El Kanemi, CFR, Shehu of Borno. The Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council, Chief Wole Olanipekun, CFR, SAN. Members of the Governing Council here present, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Development Services, Professor Ayodele Ashenua, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Management Services, Professor Lucien Chukwu, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics and Research, Professor Bolanle Obo, the Acting Registrar, Mrs. Olakunle Makinde, the University Bursar, Mrs. Olufumilola Adekunle, the University Librarian, Professor Yetunde Zaid, the Provost, College of Medicine, Professor Ademola Oremosu, visiting vice chancellors from other universities, members of Senate here present, deans of faculty, directors and heads of department, president and members of the Alumni Association, our students, faculty leaders here present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press. I welcome you all to the 55th convocation ceremonies of the University of Lagos, which represents for all of you here graduating the culmination of a journey that has resulted in the attainment of your academic goals. Since yesterday, we started the 3-day recognitions and awards of degrees of undergraduate and postgraduate students from all faculties and the Distance Learning Institute, as well as the University of Lagos Business School. I congratulate you all for your diligence and dedication and for your pursuit of excellence. I also congratulate your families, friends, and loved ones who have supported you throughout this journey. It is their day of glory too. Congratulations to all of you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, after the pre-convocation press conference on Wednesday, January the 8th, we attended the convocation Jumat service at the University Mosque on Friday, the 10th of January. On Monday, the 15th of January, Dr. Tayo Adeluju, the CEO of the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, a distinguished professional, delivered the convocation lecture titled Universities as Hubs for Development and Wealth Creation. The lecture was not only educational, it was a call to action for us to optimize the Nigerian universities in nation building. On the same day, we attended an exhibition of the works and innovations of our staff and students, and 3 projects were commissioned by the Pro-Chancellor, Chief Wale Olanipekun. These were the African Center of Excellence for Drug Research, Herbal Medicine Development, and Regulatory Science Building, ASDA's building, which is a World Bank supported project focused on the development of indigenous plants for medical applications. We also commissioned the 120-bed space Moremi Hall extension, which is fully en suite, and also the ultra-modern Learning Commons, an extension of our library services, which speaks to our student-centeredness and provides an environment for teamwork, creative engagement, research collaboration, and knowledge co-creation. Yesterday, we began the 3-day degree conferment with a total of 16,590 students. Of these, 9,865 students will receive their first degrees and diplomas, while 6,659 will be awarded postgraduate diplomas, postgraduate degrees, and 66 will graduate from the Unilag Business School. Earlier this morning, graduating students of the faculties of engineering, law, and management sciences were admitted to their degrees, while now we will admit 2,469 students from the faculties of basic medical sciences, clinical sciences, dental sciences, pharmacy, and the Distance Learning Institute into their degrees. Tomorrow, Thursday, January 16th, we will end with the postgraduate diplomas, master's, and PhD degrees, including the Doctor of Business Administration and Executive MBAs, which will be conferred on graduates of School of Postgraduate Studies and the University of Lagos Business School. The highlight of the day will be the recognition of various individuals for their contributions to scholarship and humanity. We will recognize 2 distinguished professors who have retired but continue to contribute to scholarship and academia by awarding them as professors emeriti of the University of Lagos. These are Professor Babajide Alo, Fellow of the Academy of Science of the Department of Chemistry, and Professor Olukayode Amond of the Department of Microbiology. In that same ceremony, we will be awarding Professor Victor Areole from the Department of European Languages a gold medal for his ongoing contributions to the university and the nation. We will also be conferring honorary degrees to 3 personalities who have distinguished themselves in scholarship or made groundbreaking discoveries or contributed significantly to academic and societal development. This year, we have the privilege of honoring 2 men and a woman who have shown that integrity, hard work, and service to the nation works. It pays. They are Mr. Fola Adeola, a co-founder of GC Bank, Engineer Kola Wole Adeshina, an MD of the Sahara Energy Group, and Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, who will be conferred with the honorary degree of Doctor of Science. We are very honored that they all accepted our recognitions. Unfortunately, Dr. Okonjo-Iweala will be unable to attend in person this year, so she will receive the award at the next convocation next year. Of the 2,469 students that will be graduating this afternoon, by far the majority are coming from the Distance Learning Institute, 2,084 students from the DLI. From basic medical sciences, we have 136. From pharmacy, we have 112. From the clinical sciences, we have 104. And from dental sciences, we have 33. We have first class and distinctions from different faculties. From the College of Medicine, we have both from the clinical sciences, dental sciences, and basic medical sciences, we have 44 distinctions, 17 male and 27 female. From pharmacy, we have 14 male and 24 females, 38 in total. From the distance learning, we have 18 in first class, 12 female and 6 male. It does appear as though the females have it. The best graduating student in the Faculty of Pharmacy is Wura Ola Comfort Olaiwola with a CGPA of 4.91. The best graduating student from the College of Medicine is Onyebuchi Success with a CGPA of 4.92, while Faith Edewede Innocent with a CGPA of 4.81 is the best graduating student from the Distance Learning Institute. A further breakdown of the results. From the basic medical sciences, we have 17 first-class degrees, 12 distinctions, 52 second-class upper, 22 second-class lower, 2 third classes, which will be 136, and 31 unclassified. Unclassified means that they do not get first class, second class, and so on, but that they have done well. Yes. Clinical sciences, we have 14 distinctions, 2 second class upper, 1 third class, and 87 unclassified. Dental sciences, we have 1 distinction, 32 unclassified, unclassified but passed. Pharmacy, we have 38 distinctions and 74 unclassified passed. From the distance learning, we have 18 first class, 473 second class upper, 1,106 second class lower, 462 third class, and 25 passed. I want to use this opportunity to thank members of Senate, staff, and all the stakeholders that have contributed for what we're celebrating today. I want to thank you because you remained focused and committed to excellence despite the continued economic and social challenges that has characterized our lives in the last 2 years. It speaks to the integrity and responsibility of our staff and stakeholders. In line with our mandate of teaching, research, and service, And as part of my vision and future ready agenda, we continued to focus on financial engineering, infrastructural development, reputation building, and manpower development. We focused on building leaders for the future and building minds that are adaptable, long life learners, and relevant both locally and globally. In doing this, we forged new collaborations, exposed our students to international and national competitions, trainings, and internships, and developed more working spaces to improve the environment of learning. One of our most significant achievements as a university in 2024 was the domiciliation of the Med Africa GMP laboratory, the first good manufacturing practice laboratory built within a university in West Africa, and it is currently domiciled at the Faculty of Pharmacy. This project is funded by Med Africa Foundation in the USA. The laboratory was officially opened and commissioned on May 26, 2024, and is part of a grant obtained by Dr. Margaret Ilomoya, an associate professor in the Department of Pharmaceutics and Pharmaceutical Technology. And it is to facilitate the development of freeze-dried vaginal inserts for HIV prevention. It is valued at $450,000 US, and it is the third of such laboratories on the continent of Africa to be domiciled within an institution. The University of Lagos continues to press forward in the area of innovation and entrepreneurship. And because of this, we attracted one of the 7 unipods spread across the continent in universities under the Timbuktu initiative of the UNDP. Timbuktu is an ambitious project of UNDP to unleash and harness the creative and innovative potential of African youths and spark a startup revolution across Africa. The hub to be located in Unilage will be on artificial intelligence, and the project is expected to be completed by the second quarter of 2025. Recently, we also, as part of our initiative on Going Green, we unveiled 8 out of 10 of our electric buses, which will serve as commuter vehicles. They have started, and they are presently running and offering students at an affordable rate of 100 naira. Our global connections continue to blossom, and we continue to excel in competitive competitions across the country, across different countries. Presently, we have an ongoing collaboration with the World Bank and Bank of America, and there will be more collaboration in innovation and technology. And they will be supporting us with virtual lectures on soft skills, mentoring, entrepreneurship, as well as link our university to partners that can have concessionary partnerships and social interventions. Late last year, an exclusive and philanthropic medical students club, KB Club, at its annual Stark Reform Conference themed Fast Forward Nigeria's Giant Leap into the Future of Healthcare, exemplified the forward-thinking and collaborative spirit that aligns with the core values of the university. The KB Club is a students' club that is domiciled in the College of Medicine. The event was a platform for dialogue and a launchpad for actionable ideas in nurturing talents, fostering innovation, and creating a future that prioritizes health equity and accessibility for all. We also had our 4th International Week themed Digital Transformation and the University Promise between October 21 and October 26. We held here with participants from over 30 universities from the UK, the US, Europe, and Africa. Health was a major part of this conference. The gathering served as a pivotal platform for discussions on digital innovations and keyed into the central vision of the administration to fully automate the university. Our NITDA IT Hub continued to serve as a bridge between academia, industry, startups, and investors, driving innovation and entrepreneurship in Nigeria and Africa's digital economy. It co-hosted the 4th International Conference on Artificial Intelligence and Robotics with the Machine Intelligence and Robotics Group, which brought together 572 participants from 14 countries across 4 continents to explore the transformative role of AI in the industrialization of medicine in sub-Saharan Africa. Research continues to be a major metric in university ranking. And last year, the university did very well, bringing in over 4 billion naira worth of research grants in various conferences, with about 50% of this coming from the College of Medicine. We are grateful to the federal government for removing research grants from the Treasury single account, which has removed bottlenecks from grants administration. Sports. We were glad to successfully host the Federation of African University Sports. And it is no news that we did not come first, we came third. However, we showed up where it mattered. Unilag, though came third with 27 gold medals, had the highest number of medals in that game, 100 medals. And this was in various areas such as athletics, judo, Scrabble, and so on, karate, and so on. We also hosted the Nigerian Medical Association Games, and a game for medical students across tertiary institutions in Nigeria. 16 universities across Nigeria participated, and this time we won. A total of 19 sports were competed for, and UNILAG topped the medals table with 29 gold medals. We have had a harvest of donations, and we want to use this to expressly acknowledge what we call an angel benefactor, Chief Tunde Fanimokun, who, as part of his 80th birthday celebrations, has pledged to construct a new building for the School of Postgraduate Studies worth over 4.5 billion naira. We turned the sod on Monday, so it's beginning. He also committed to building a new student hostel worth 2.5 billion and building the 4th high-rise building for staff housing worth over 7.5 billion. In addition, he is endowing a chair in gerontology and providing a language lab for Faculty of Arts, as well as providing support for the Lagos Studies Center to promote academic research. We have other donors. We held the groundbreaking of the state-of-the-art Abdul Samad Rabiu Africa Initiative, BUA Unilag Biological Garden Complex Laboratory on September 3rd. The facility will provide cutting-edge environment for teaching, learning, and research, particularly in the field of natural sciences. We thank the chairman of BUA Group for choosing the University of Lagos. The Clinical Skills Laboratory for training medical students has finally been built, and it will be a simulation laboratory for the various disciplines at the College of Medicine. This will soon be commissioned. The building of the Students' Experience Center, donated by Mr. Gbajamia Miller, has commenced, and we look forward to its completion this year. Recently, we got a boost for our ICT infrastructure from the Federal Ministry of Education for newly instituted multipurpose computer laboratory for teaching, learning, and CBT examinations. The 250 million worth of ICT equipment was also donated. In December, we upgraded the university gate and unveiled the new logo that was on the gate. Finally, and in conclusion, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, distinguished graduates, we're looking forward to conferring on you the degrees. and we're looking forward to letting you out into the world. So I want to encourage each and every one of you to embrace life, embrace meritocracy, try new things, push your boundaries, do not settle for less, and do not let perfection get in the way of good. Remember that if you have an idea, if you have a vision, it only remains that till you implement. So when you have ideas, do not be afraid to start. Do not wait till everything is aligned to start. It will never be perfect at the beginning. And I say this in particular to the girls. They're more likely to wait till it's perfect. Don't wait, just start. Failing is not a bad thing. Failing when you are actively working is actually what we call experience building. You are learning how not to do it, which is really what you will not find in the books. So I want you to remember that as you go forward, remember that failing to start is the greatest sin. Remember that you will build your legacies, your character, and your expertise one action at a time. So you must keep working. And in the words of Mark Twain, an American writer, humorist, and essayist, he said, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you did not do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the fear. Sail away from this safe harbor. Sail away from what you are comfortable with. Start getting uncomfortable, because that is when you know you're growing. Explore, dream, discover. Whatever you plan, start it. Go out and live your best life. So once again, I congratulate all of you and wish you the very best in life. Thank you very much.
Chancellor, sir, it is my pleasure to call the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Management Services, Professor Lucian Obinachukwu, to invite the visiting Vice Chancellors to present their goodwill messages.
Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to invite visiting Vice Chancellors who are present to felicitate with the University of Lagos on this occasion of our 55th convocation ceremonies to deliver their goodwill messages. Chancellor, sir, this afternoon, we have the Macpherson University, Mr. Olufemi Adebowale, the registrar representing the Vice Chancellor.
Chancellor, sir, it is my pleasure to invite the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the University Governing Council, Chief Wale Olanipekun, CFR, SAN, to present his address.
The Chancellor the Vice Chancellor, members of the Governing Council, the management team of the university, members of Senate, our very beautiful, radiant, handsome, promising graduating students, and your parents, joyous parents. I stand here this afternoon to rejoice with you, to felicitate with you, to congratulate you most heartily, heartfelt good wishes for this milestone that you have attained. Since yesterday, we've been making speeches, addressing our graduating students, encouraging them, reminding them of what Abraham Lincoln, the great American president, said about education, that upon the subject of education, I can only say that I view it as the most important subject which we as a people may engage in. I want to pause my address a bit. In the next few minutes, I'll be done. Because this afternoon, we are graduating special classes of professionals from the faculties of clinical sciences, including nursing, basic medical sciences, medicine generally, dental sciences, pharmacy, and distant learning. Let me start with our brothers and sisters, our friends from distant learning. You've learned from distances, but you have come home to pick your certificate. You are now institute, what lawyers will call locus in quo. So you are home. And what do I mean? You remain home. You remain part of us. We are happy for you. A good number of you have made successes of different careers. But like Oliver Twist, you've always been thirsting for more. And we are happy that you have gotten more through the instrumentality of the University of Lagos. To our very amiable, warm, intelligent, brilliant graduates and graduates from the medical sciences generally, we are so happy for you. We want to advise ourselves, and in doing so also, we are advising the government and also pleading with you. Your parents have spent so much on you. The government of the federation and states and all other well-wishers have committed so much to your education. A few months ago, I was delivering the convocation lecture at a nearby university. And we're talking about the Jackpot syndrome, which in our country today involves much more. Those of us who are in the clinical, in the sciences, particularly medicine, nursing, and pharmacy. Let us think, let us reflect. Some of us are in the winter of life, and we are fathers. We owe a duty to our conscience, to the present and future generations of this country, to talk with candor, to plead, to admonish, to let us compare notes with what the country has spent on you and what you, your parents, have also done. I want us to reflect. Give your searchlight into the future. Think of your contemporaries who are outside the country and those who are here. During our days, we didn't need these families. Nigeria, there was much for us to do here. But we want to plead with ourselves. Why don't we stay home? The Vice Chancellor has said it much. There are a lot of things we can do and make a success within Nigeria. I want to plead. Let us think in terms of what we call the second round of slavery, the second phase of colonialism. It's not neo-colonialism, but this time around, it will appear to me, talking as an elder and as a senior citizen, that in the days of slavery, they were coming from far off to say, we are taking you by force to go and work for us over there with padlocks, with everything, whips here and there. But this time around, it is we are surrendering. We are volunteering. We are saying they are there. We are saying, here we are. Use us. We are the ones making entreaties to them. And it is not enough for us to talk to the graduates, to our young ones. We have to talk to ourselves. We have to plead with ourselves. Just like God was saying that, come, let us reason together. We have to reason together. How do we make successes out of these brilliant young ones? During the short break, I realized that the parents, well-wishers, and all the graduates, the ones that graduated this morning, they filled the park everywhere. They were rejoicing, talking drums, dancing, meaning that they believe that there is a future. There is a brighter day, that at the end of this tunnel, there is light, and there will be light for you. There will be joy for you. There will be successes galore for you. Those who are there and better than you, they have not acquired better education. They are not brilliant, they are not more intelligent than you. But let us think of what we can make out of this country. And that's why I'm recommending to you this bestseller, What They Do Not Teach at Harvard Business School by Mark Cormack. Go and read it. You will think of using your brains, your wit, your hands, of how to think at night, of how to venture into businesses, of how to make ends meet, of how to think within and outside the box, and also tick the boxes as well. It is well with you all. Now, for us in the University of Lagos, we are so proud of our heritage. We share the same heritage with you. Goodly heritage for that matter. You are joining us. And as alumni of the university, our national president will still come to let you take the pledge to the Alumni Association. But on my own part, as the chairman of the Governing Council, let me whisper to you that some decades back, I was like you, a student of this university. And by the grace of God and providential fixation, I stand here this afternoon as the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council. So shall it be for you. Your successes will far, far, far outshine us. You will be more successful than all of us combined together. Please, it will appear that things to a lot of people, that there is discouragement, there is disillusionment, and everywhere there is gloom. No! Talk to yourself. Make yourself happy. Tell yourself that I will make it. The man standing before you today wasn't born with the proverbial silver spoon. But we spoke to ourselves, we ministered to ourselves, we counseled ourselves, we rendered homilies to ourselves. And in doing that also, within the horizon, we picked some mentors, some role models. Pick your role models. And I want to admonish you. And this time, I want to tell you about the story or the parable of the bigger route, the narrower route, and road, very large, very roomy. Many people go there and they pass through there. But please, like that Ghanaian author of The Beautiful Ones Are Not Yet Born, take a step after the other. Many may rush, many may run, many may want to make it from within a day, doing what you think is impossible, doing what we do are not normal. But take the path of honor, the path of rectitude, the path where you follow the law, and be sure that success awaits you. In conclusion, and while again appreciating you and congratulating you most certainly, always remember that you are ambassadors of this prestigious university. Strive to be ambassadors for positive change. You stand on the threshold of the future to mold and change the present and future generations. In place of inequality, champion justice. In terms of feud and aggression, whisper and echo peace. To those who are helpless, extend hands and hearts of kindness. And in the nearest future, when you reach the top as managers of men and women, always think of the legacies you will bequeath to humanity. Use your education to change the world, as admonished by that global citizen, Nelson Mandela. Always remember that your greatness in life will never be determined by the arrays of titles you hold or the depth of your wealth, but by how impactful you have been to your neighbor and how you have positively contributed to humanity. I know the medical students or graduates, the pharmaceutical graduates and nurses or nursing, you're still going for your internship. We wish you well. And when you return to practice your trades and your professions, God will be your guide and guide, and success awaits you. Bye. Thank you.
I hereby invite the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Development Services, Professor Ayodele Ashenua, to present the prize winners.
Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you those students of the faculties of Basic Medical Sciences, Clinical Sciences, Dental Sciences, Pharmacy, and the Distance Learning Institute, who have distinguished themselves by winning special prizes in their respective fields of study during the 2023-2024 session. Faculty of Pharmacy. Dean's Prize. 50,000 award to the best all-round performance at the degree level, Olayiwola Wuraola Comfort. Ms. Babatoni Alo Memorial Prize, 25,000 to the best graduating student in pharmaceutical chemistry, Olayiwola Wuraola Comfort. The Hukonuwusu Prize, 25,000 to the best graduating student in pharmacy, Olayiwola Wuraola Comfort. The Neros Pharmaceutical Limited Prize, 100,000 to the best graduating student in the Faculty of Pharmacy, Olayiwola Wuraola Comfort. 100,000 prize to the best graduating student in the Department of Pharmacology, Clinical Pharmacy, Okeke Princess Kamsi. 100,000 Naira prize to the best graduating student in the Department of Pharmaceutical Technology, Olayiwola Wuraola Comfort. The Professor H.A.B. Coker's Prize, 100,000 to the best student in pharmaceutical chemistry, Olayiwola Wuraola Comfort. 100,000 to the overall best student in pharmacognosy, Okeke Princess Kamsi. 100,000 to the overall best student in pharmaceutics and pharmaceutical technology, Olayiwola Wuraola Comfort. 100,000 to the overall best student in pharmaceutical biotechnology, Olayiwola Wuraola Comfort. 100,000 Naira to the overall best student in clinical pharmacy and biopharmacy, Okeke Princess Kamsi. Distinguished Professor Cecilia Ihuama Iguilo Academic Prize, 100,000 to the best students in pharmaceutics and pharmaceutical technology, Olayiwola Wuraola Comfort. College of Medicine. Provost Prize, 50,000 for the best all-round performance in MBBS, Udotong Goodness Anyedi. Dean's Prize, Faculty of Basic Medical Science, 50,000 for the best all-round performance at the BDS degree level, Alayo Mariam Oluwadamilola. HOD's Prize, Department of Physiology, Adeniyi Adebola Precious. HOD's Prize, Department of Pharmacology, Okwara Onyebuchi Success. HOD's Prize, Department of Medical Laboratory Science, Adepoju Joshua Chukwudalu. HOD's Prize, Department of Nursing, Jimo Khadija Adefunke. HOD's Prize, Department of Physiotherapy, Akinyemi Talodabioluwa Ayomikun. HOD's Prize, Department of Radiography, Shofowora Folakemi Abimbola. Prizes instituted by individuals, corporate organizations. New Era Foundation Prize, 50,000, and a plaque to the best graduating MBBS student, Udotong Goodness Anyedi. Colonel and Mrs. Alex Nguze Prize of 50,000 to the best graduating psychiatry student, Udotong Goodness Aniedi. Professor Ayogunye Scholarships and Prizes. Omotayo Ogunye Prize, 50,000 to the best graduating student in BDS, Alayo Miriam Oluwadamilola. 50,000 to the best student in Part 2 BDS, Alayo Miriam Oluwadamilola. Professor Ayo Ogunye Scholarships. Dr. Layinka Ogunye Prize, 50,000 to the best final year student in preventive dentistry, Ajiboye Oluwatosin Sarah. 50,000 to the best student in dental sciences, Alayo Miriam Oluwadamilola. Professor Ayo Ogunye Prize, Dr. Ayokunle Ogunye Scholarship, 50,000 to the best student in pediatrics, Daniel Zoluwatamilore Naomi. Professor and Mrs. Oladele Akinla Prize, 25,000 to the best student in obstetrics and gynecology, Okay Jennifer Chukwamaka. Dr. T. Abayomi Oshin Prize, 25,000 to the best graduating student in physiotherapy, Akinyemi Talodabioluwa Ayomikun. Abubakar Shonibare Memorial Prize, 25,000 to the best graduating student in medicine, Ojuoko Oluwafemi Isaac. The Ophthalmological Society of Nigeria Prize, 50,000 to the best graduating student in clinical ophthalmology in the Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery program. Dr. Benjamin Akishola Prize, plaque to the best final year student in physiotherapy, Akinyemi Talodabioluwa Ayokun Nikun. Professor C.O. Onyebuchi Chukwu Prize, 50,000 to the best MBBS student in orthopedic surgery, Akoshile Elizabeth Olajumoke. 50,000 to the best student in restorative dentistry, Adelusi Adiola Emmanuel. Chapel of Healing Cross Prizes, 200,000 to the best student in the Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, Okwara Onyebuchi Success. Chapel of the Healing Cross Prize, 200,000 to the best student in Faculty of Clinical Sciences, Udotong Goodness Aniedi. Chapel of Healing Cross Prize, 200,000 to the best student in Faculty of Dental Sciences, Alayo Miriam Oluwadamilola. Friends of Dr. Benjamin Akinwalabu, 50,000 naira and plaque to the best student in physiotherapy, Okay Jennifer Chukwamaka. Dr. Benjamin Akinwalabu Prizes, 30,000 and a plaque to the best graduating student in physiotherapy, Akinyemi Talodabioluwa Ayomikun. 20,000 to the second best graduating student in physiotherapy, Folami Wokibat Oluwaseun. Emeritus Professor O.F. Giwa Osage, 50,000 prize, 50,000 to the best final year student in obstetrics and gynecology, Okay Jennifer Chukwamaka. Professor Mrs. Elizabeth Obalowu Shote, 25,000 naira to the second best graduating student in pediatric dentistry, Eze Esomchukwu Anthony. Late Professor Gbemisola Agbelusi Prize for the best graduating student in oral medicine, Alayo Miriam Oluwadamilola. Professor Kofoworola Savage Prize, best graduating student in periodontology, medicine, Obe Abimbola Olayinka. Late Dr. Idowuma Lomo Prize of 100,000 to the best graduating student in psychiatry, Udotong Goodness Aniedi. Professor Olufei Shikpe Adegoke, 100,000 naira prize to the best MBBS BDS performance in physiology, Adejumo Deborah Oluwapelumi. Mrs. Tomilola Falode Memorial Prize of 100,000 to the best graduating student in physiology, Adeniyi Adebola Precious. Professor Oladapo Adenrele Ashiru Prize, 250,000 naira for the best graduating student in anatomy, Udotong, Goodness, Aniedi. Professor Olufunmilayo Olaide Adeyemi Prize of 50,000 to the best graduating student in pharmacology, Okwara Onyebuchi Success. Dr. Abimbola Bangbala Prize, 50,000 to the best student in community health, Ishola Faidat Odunayo. Dr. Emmanuel Iwelomen Prize of 50,000 to the best graduating student in oral pathology, Alayo Miriam Oluwadamilola. Ernest Ekong Prize, 50,000 to the best student in community health, Ishola Faidat Odunayo. Dr. Temitope Adesola Oshodi Prize, 100,000 to the best graduating student in clinical pathology, Udotong, Goodness, Anedi. Dr. Adebola Taiwo Okoiso Prize, 100,000 to the best graduating student in obstetrics and gynecology, Okay Jennifer Chukwamaka. Professor Frank Etunwe Okiso, 100,000 Naira Prize to the best graduating student in the Faculty of Dental Sciences, Alayo Miriam Oluwadamilola. Aquagem Dental Clinic Prize of 50,000 to the best graduating student in orthodontics, Alayo Miriam Oluwadamilola. Professor MC Ishikwe Prize, Best All-Round Performance in the Faculty of Dental Sciences, Alayo Miriam Oluwadamilola. Dr. Nusa Gvinigi, 100,000 Naira Prize for the Best Graduating Student in Anesthesia, Umar Ahmed Mubarak. Late Dr. Gabisu Ayodele Williams Prize of 100,000 to the best undergraduate student in the final MBBS examinations, community health and primary health, Ishola Faidat Odunayo. Professor Oluwole Ayola Atoyebi Prize of 100,000 for the best graduating student in surgery, Udotong, Goodness, Aniedi. Medilag alumni class of 1978 to 81-83 session, 100,000 Naira for the best student in anatomic pathology, EK Jessica Chinonso. 100,000 Naira prize for the best student in internal medicine, neurology, Ojoko Oluwafemi Isaac. Shared with Alayo Miriam. Okay. I'll take that again. I'll take that again. Medilag alumni class of 1978 to 81-83 session, 100,000 for the best student in pathology. EK Jessica Chinonso, 100,000 for the best student in internal medicine. Ojoko Oluwafemi Isaac. For the best graduating student in dentistry prosthetics, Alayo Miriam Oluwadamilola. 100,000 for the best graduating student in neuropathology, neurological physiotherapy, Akinyemi Talodabioluwa Ayomikun. MBBS and BDS alumni class of 1969 to 1979, 100,000 for the best graduating student, MBBS, Udotong Goodness Aniedi. MBBS, BDS alumni class of 1969, 74 set, 100,000 for the best graduating student. In dentistry, Alayo Miriam Oluwadamilola. Chancellor, sir, I wish to draw attention to some corrigendum on the 54th Convocation Prize. It is found in the convocation brochure on page 128. The Distance Learning Institute. Chief Poli I. Emenike Prize, 100,000 to the best graduating student in the Department of Business Administration, Biachi Rosemary Ifeanyi. Chief Poli I. Emenike Prize of 100,000 to the best graduating student in the Department of Accounting, Innocent Faith Edewede. Mr. Kingsley Nkemdirim Arida family, 50,000 to the best graduating student in economics in DLI, Unwachuku Blessing Chidima. The Director's Prize of 100,000 to the best all-round performance at the degree level, Innocent Faith Edewede. Honorable Moshood Olanrewaju Oshun Prize of 100,000 Naira cash to the best female student in public administration, Shepherd Olarunke Kehinde. Honorable Moshood Olanrewaju Oshun Prize of 100,000 to the best male student in public administration, Shepherd. 100,000 Naira prize to the best male student in economics, Abejega Victor Joseph. Awolola Sunday Babatunde Prize of 100,000 to the best student in public administration, Shepherd Olarunke Kehinde. High Chief Kenneth Uzoigwe Prize of 100,000 to the overall best student in public administration, Shepherd Olarunke Kehinde. Dr. Sule Musiliu Akonbi, 100,000 to the best 100,000 Naira prize to the best student in business administration, Biachi Rosemary Ifeanyi. Dr. Olusoji Adewumi Prize of 100,000 to the best student in biology education, Abazuonu Obianuju Christiana. Atoyebi Oyebisi Babalola Prize of 250,000 Naira to the best student in PAD 412, Social and Welfare Administration in Nigeria, shared by Ejoke Temitope Omonike and Akinuoye Shegun Emmanuel. James Elochukwu Chukweloka Prize of 100,000 Naira to the best student in economics at the DLI, Onwachukwu Blessing Chidima. The late Mr. Olagoke Oke Prize of 100,000 to the best male student in the Department of Education, Animashaun Shegun Jibola. 100,000 Naira prize for the best graduating female student in the Department of Education, Abazuonu Obianuju Christiana.
The names of the prize winners and the prizes they have won are indicated on the relevant pages of the 55th Convocation Order of Proceedings. The accounts of prize winners will be credited and they will receive alerts soon. Chancellor, sir, I hereby invite the Provost of the College of Medicine to present the Deans of the Faculties of Basic Medical Sciences, Clinical Sciences, and Dental Sciences. The Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy and the Director of Distance Learning Institute will thereafter present those of their students who have qualified for the relevant bachelor's degree of the university in the 2023-2024 session. I now call on the Provost, College of Medicine, Professor Ademola Oremosu.
Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to invite the Deans of Basic Medical Sciences, Professor Akini Oshitoki, Clinical Sciences, Professor Vincent Oshikalu, and Dental Sciences, Professor Olaleko Gbotolorun, to present those of their students who have qualified for various degrees of the university in the 2020-21, 2022, and 2023-2024 sessions to this assembly. May I now call on Dean, Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, Professor Akini Oshitoki.
Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you those students of the Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences who have successfully completed their degree examinations in the university, taken in the 2021-2022 and 2023-2024 sessions. Those present, those online, and those who are unavoidably absent, whose names appear on the list and for whom I stand proxy. May I request the graduating students of the various departments in the Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences who are present and whose names appear on pages 129 and 153 of the 55th Convocation Order of Proceedings to stand up. Doff their caps and remain standing until they are admitted to their degree by the Chancellor.
By the authority of Senate, I admit you all and severally to the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Physiology, Bachelor of Science in Pharmacology, Therapeutics and Toxicology, and Bachelor of Medical Laboratory Science. Congratulations.
Chancellor, sir, I would like to invite the graduating students who have distinguished themselves in first-class honors and distinction degrees to come forth for recognition by the Chancellor. Department of Medical Laboratory Science, Chemical Pathology Option, Adepoju Joshua Chukwudalu, Anoke Victor Chiagoziem, Bello Olubumi Modnisola, Darlington Adeshomo Mary Therese, Ezike Nancy Chinaza, Muoneke Oluchi Manuela, Obi Okafor Victor Obinna, Okenwa Obinna Joseph. Hematology and blood group serology option, Kasumu Rokibat Oreoluwa. Medical microbiology and parasitology option, Akinti Precious Oyindamola, Michael Ayomide Oreoluwa, Tagbo Lilian Ifunaya. Department of Pharmacology, Ahmed Sunday Ademidun, Oladejo Basit Ademola, Shuaib Ajarat Yetunde, Sule Opeyemi Oluwatosin, Faleti Oluwasemilore Joshua, Ume Salugo Precious Mesoma, Okwara Onyebuchi Success, Thompson Gabriel Umbotidem, Kelvin Princess Deborah, Adu Ayomide Joshua, Karim Janet Temitope, Wosu Daniel Nonso, Department of Physiology, Adeniyi Adebola Precious, Aderibigbe Afolami David, Ogun Lydia Maiwon, Afanu Eniola Anoluwapo, Olame Queen Sheba Ifeoluwa,
Chancellor, sir, I now call on the Dean, Faculty of Clinical Sciences, Professor Vincent Oshikalu.
Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you those students of the Faculty of Clinical Sciences who have successfully completed their degree examinations in university, taken in the 2021-22 and the 2023-24 sessions. Those present, those online, and those who are unavoidably absent, whose names appear on the list and for whom I stand proudly. May I request that the graduating students of the various departments and programs in the Faculty of Clinical Sciences who are present and whose names appear on pages 129 to 130 and 153 to 154 of the 55th Convocation Order of Proceedings to stand up, doff their caps, and remain standing until they are admitted to their degrees by the Chancellor.
By the authority of Senate, I admit you all and severally to the degree of Bachelor of Physiotherapy, Bachelor of Nursing Science, Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, and Bachelor of Radiography. Congratulations.
Sir, I would like to invite the graduating students who have distinguished themselves in first-class honors and those with distinction degrees to come forth for recognition by the Chancellor. Department of Physiotherapy, Adedeji Feyishayo Adefuke, Agbebumi Kehinde Olamide, Akinyemi Talodabioluwa Ayomikun, Awowole Bukola Ifeoluwa, Folarin Rokibat Oluwaseun, Department of Nursing, Adebowale Oluwaseun Opeyemi, Asemota Mary Esther Isosa, Oladipo Toyin Agnes, Jimo Khadijat Adefunke, MBBS, Udotong Goodness Aniedi, Ike Jessica Chidoso, Oke Jennifer Chukwamaka, Department of Radiography, Taiwo Yemisi Mistura, Shofora Folake Abimbola, Naji Kelsin Oyedikashi, Sangodin Mariam Oluwatobi, Adetunji Samuel Rioluwa.
Chancellor, sir, I now call on the Dean, Faculty of Dental Sciences, Professor Olalekan Gbotolorun.
Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you those students of the Faculty of Dental Sciences who have successfully completed their degree examinations in the university, taken in the 2021-22 session. Those present, those online, and those who are unavoidably absent, whose names appear on the list, and for whom I stand proxy. May I request the graduating students of the Bachelor of Dental Surgery program, the Faculty of Dental Sciences, who are present and whose names appear on page 154 of the 55th Convocation Order of Proceedings, stand up, drop their caps, and remain standing until they are admitted to their degree by the Chancellor.
By the authority of Senate, I admit you all and severally to the degree of Bachelor of Dental Surgery. Congratulations.
Chancellor, sir, I'd like to invite the graduating student who has distinguished herself, obtaining distinction in her degree program, to come forth for recognition by the Chancellor. Alayo Miriam Oluwadamilola. This one. This one. And that's the good.
Chancellor, sir, I now call on the Dean, Faculty of Pharmacy, Professor Gloria Ayola.
Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you those students of the Faculty of Pharmacy who have successfully completed their degree examinations in the university in the 2023-24 session. Those present, those online, and those who are unavoidably absent, whose names appear on the list and for whom I stand proxy. May I request the graduating students of the Bachelor of Pharmacy program in the Faculty of Pharmacy who are present and whose names appear on page 133 of the 55th Convocation Order of to stand up, doff their caps, and remain standing until they are admitted to their degree by the Chancellor. By the authority of Senate, I admit you all and severally to the degree of Bachelor of Pharmacy. Congratulations. Chancellor, sir, I would like to invite the graduating students who have distinguished themselves, obtaining distinction in their degree program, to come forth for recognition by the Chancellor. Abisago Jesutofumi Victoria. Adebayo Motunrayo Miriam. Agbede Oluwanifesimi Grace. Adilaran Ahmed Olasunkanmi. Alaba Mariam Aderiola. Amaju Oyi Sochukwu Kingsley. Amali Ogochukwu Goodness. Arowo Shegbe Zainab Modupeola. Bukola Muyosori Oluwa Busayo. Ekofa Elizabeth Oyindamola. Wodo Chiamaka Winifred. Eze Chinedu Sandra. Ezekiel Chinonso Ikem Puna. Gbádéyàn Ireolúwa Ìníolúwa, Irene Olú Michael, Isa David Nabdi, Mutoy Ifeanyi Hyacinth, Mutoy Ifechukwu Patrick, Musa Joan Ojima, Nnachi Ginika Amos, Nwagu Chiagu Kelechi God's Power, Nzenwa Sylvia Uchechi, Odetola Raphael Mogbolade, Odusi Oluwaseun Adeoluwa, Odusanya Oluwatobi Funmilayo, Ogunkoya Moyosore Taofikat, Okeke Princess Kamsi, Okeke Somuadina, Opaka Peace Prayer, Olaiwola Raola Comfort, Oloro Dolapo Temitope, Oluwawande Oyindamola Blessing, Onipe Antonia Oyiza, Orimolade Tinuoluwanimi Victory, Osewa Peace Toluwalashe, Oyesidi Balikis Ayomide, Sanusi Mubarak Oluwamayoku, Udeichi Mfunaya Chinasa.
Chancellor, sir, I now call on the Director, Distance Learning Institute, Professor Risikat Dauda.
Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you students of the Distance Learning Institute who have successfully completed their degree examinations in the university in the 2023-2024 session. Those present, those online, and those who are unavoidably absent, whose names appear on the list and for whom I stand prosy. May I request the graduating students of the various departments in the Distance Learning Institute who are present and whose names appear on pages 136 to 145 of the 55th Convocation Order of Proceedings to stand up, drop their caps, and remain standing until they are admitted to their degree by the Chancellor. By the authority of Senate, I admit you all and severally to the degree of Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Science Education in various disciplines in the Distance Learning Institute. Congratulations.
Chancellor, sir, I would like to invite the graduating students who have distinguished themselves in first-class honors degree to come forth for recognition by the Chancellor. Department of Accounting, Innocent Faith Edewede. Yinusa Kazim Abidemi. Agbo Nkeruka Rachel. Adejumo Deborah Oluwatoyosi. Ede Goodluck Amobi. Fatoyinbo Jamiu Abiola. Department of Business Administration. Biachi Rosemary Ifeanyi. Obilo Linda. Department of Economics. Nwachukwu Blessing Chidima. Olowo Layemo Dorcas Damilola. Oyeniyi Oluwadamilola Stella. Department of Public Administration. Shepherd Olaronke Kehinde. Ayola Bosede Ruth. Ejoke Temitope Omonike. Department of Education Biology. Abazuonu Obianuju Christiana. Department of Education Mathematics. Anima Shaun Shegun Jibola. Afolabi Oluwatobi Ebenezer. Department of Education Physics. Frank 1818.
Chancellor, sir, it is my pleasure to invite the University of Lagos Alumni President Worldwide, Engineer Ifeoluwa Oyedele, Fellow Academy of Engineering, to administer the Alumni Pledge.
Chancellor, sir, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, Chief Oluwole Olanipekun, SAN, CFR, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Folashade Ogunshola, OON, FAS, the Deputy Vice Chancellors, the Registrar, the Bursar, the Librarian, Dean, the Provost,
College of Medicine, deans of various faculties, the parents of the graduating students, and all of you graduating students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. The significance of today in your journey cannot be overemphasized. A day where the world stands still as we commemorate the successful completion of your degrees. Today, you can finally say that the tussle was worth the hassle. And I'm sure those of you who are graduating today, after spending what you consider to be extra years, due to no fault of yours and due to no fault of the university, can better appreciate this. On behalf of the National Executive Council and the entire members of the University of Lagos Alumni Association, I say hearty congratulations to you, your families, and your faculties. I want to especially single out the parents of these graduating students, and in some of the cases, their spouses and their guardians who have labored in spite of the changing economic times to see these ones through their university education. I am filled with immense pride and joy to stand before you today to formally welcome you into the fold of our prestigious University of Lagos Alumni Association, the only alumni association that defines what an alumni association should be. I can still remember the day of my own convocation many years ago in these same hallowed chambers, alongside friends and classmates filled with dreams and aspirations. Our great university was and is still the foundation for growth, education, and lifelong friendship. Great Akokites, you took on the difficulties that came your way with sheer grit, a major ingredient of success. You welcomed new ideas with open minds, and you won. From rigorous study to innovative exploration and service to the community, your contributions in one way or another have left an unforgettable mark on this institution. As alumni of the University of Lagos, Nigeria's university of first choice and the nation's pride, there are many unique facts about us. We have some of the most notable alumni in the entire world. And I say this with all sense of responsibility. Today in Nigeria, some of the most important positions are occupied by alumni of the University of Lagos, starting with the Chief Justice of the Federation, the Inspector General of Police, the Honorable Minister of Power, the Honorable Minister of Mines and Steel Development, the Chief of Staff to the President, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, University of Lagos, and former Chairman, Body of Benchers, and so on and so forth. Permit me to give you an example. You will recall that in 2012, there was an attempt to change the name of this university. But for the efforts of the Alumni Association led by Professor Olaide Abbas at the time, you'll probably be graduating from some other university today. And our campaign to oppose the unwelcome decision was successfully championed by our current chairman of council, who never dreamt that a day like this will come, Chief Wole Olanikwekun SAN, CFR. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly join me in applauding these heroes. Our network traverses the globe, and we are known for our brilliance and our refinement. This is the impressive group you are today striding into. You will realize that the dichotomy between the academia and the industry is shrinking. The role of the academia is increasing and has become more significant, as it must now partner government, industry, and the community being key agents in the creation and transfer of knowledge towards human development in the 21st century. This works both ways and deepens synergy as the industry applies the result of research to the advancement of the society. As you progress into the real world, please make the following your watchword. Give every encounter your best shot. You never know which one will launch you into greatness. Seek perfection, seek excellence, but never, never forget to pursue what is good and what is common good for all of us. When the Pro-Chancellor was speaking, he gave you admonition to stay in Nigeria because Nigeria is a better opportunity for you. There is a Yoruba proverb that says that when an elder sits under a tree, what he sees sitting under a tree, a young man sitting on top of this tree cannot see them. Please listen and heed all of these admonitions that we hear daily. To the faculty and staff of the university, starting with the Vice Chancellor, the principal officers, the deans of the various faculties, the heads of departments, the lecturers, the Senior Staff Association, the Non-Academic Association, and including the junior staff. I want to thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I know that there are better opportunities for you if you japa like many of our colleagues are doing. I'm confident that you continue to give those coming behind you the same kind of service that will make them to look forward to returning to this university for the unique experience that they will remember fondly and be inspired for their enthusiastic return to give back to our university as they progress in life. As I round off my speech, I want to tell you a story. I'm sure that many of you have read some of these stories before, of a man who was appointed to paint a boat. And while he was painting that boat, he saw that the boat had a hole in it. It was not part of his original contract, but he went beyond the contract to seal the boat. Unfortunately, by the time the owner of the boat came back, the children had seen a repainted boat and they went sailing and they went into the sea. And of course, the man nearly died because he knew there was a hole in that boat. And he was thinking, my children will perish. But by the time the boat came back, the children returned safely. And then he knew that the man he gave the contract to paint the boat had gone beyond the call of service to seal the hole. Of course, you can imagine the joy in his heart, and he paid him generously. I want you to try as much as possible to go beyond the call of duty as you progress in life. Most times in life, it is not the major things that you are doing that will lead you to greatness. If you were at the commissioning of the at the turning of sword of the projects donated by Chief Fani Muku yesterday, you will hear stories of how he met the late father of the Vice Chancellor, who helped him to make progress in life. And therefore, when he purposed to do one thing, he went on to do 7 different things for the University of Lagos. So when you go beyond the call of service, definitely the reward will be beyond your expectation. I would like you to leave you with a quote I have heard time and time again. Graduation is not the end, it is the beginning. Great Akokites, the world awaits your brilliance. Always remember to stay connected with the University of Lagos and the University of Lagos Alumni Association, and remember us when you get your kingdoms. Thank you very much. I now request that all of you should please be upstanding to take the alumni pledge. When I say I, you will repeat after me. You will mention your first name and your surname. I do solemnly pledge that as a proud alumnus of the University of Lagos, to conduct myself in a manner befitting my status and in the best traditions of distinguished alumni before me, be and remain a most worthy ambassador, upholding the best in human values and employing distinctive skills and competencies to create value in all my pursuits and endeavors for the sustained progress and greater glory of my alma mater, my country, Nigeria, and the society at large. So help me God. You will now perform the very first function as alumnus of the University of Lagos. And I know that some of you may be tired because you have been on the road since morning. But this is very important because those in Abuja must know that something is happening by the lagoon. So let's get onto it. Great Akokites. That didn't even pass by the airport. Great Akokites. Great Akokites. Greatness of the greatness of the greatness of the greatness of the greatness. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, International School University of Lagos Band. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. It is my pleasure to invite the Chancellor to dissolve the Assembly.
I hereby declare this congregation closed.
May I invite the chaplain, Chapel of Christ, our light, Reverend Dr. Azuka Ogolumani for the closing prayer.
The Assembly, after the closing prayers, the Assembly will rise and the national anthem will be played. Thereafter, the Chancellor's procession will leave in reverse order, preceded by the maize and followed by other processions. The Assembly will remain standing until the procession has left the auditorium. Thank you.
Amen. Shall we rise to pray? As you go forth into the world, the Lord will guide you. The Lord will favor you. He will cause his face to shine upon you. The eternal arm of the Lord will keep you. I bless you this day in the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. and declare it is and will be well with you. In the name that is above every name, the name Jesus Christ. Father, we thank you because thus far you have helped us. We rejoice in your mercy that today has been a success. Dismiss us with your blessings. Strengthen us as we come back tomorrow and take all the glory in the name of Jesus Christ. Thank you, faithful God. In Jesus' mighty name we are praying.
The first stanza of the national anthem. And we remain.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
DJ Wálé, ayé ò ní dàrú o. Oblé.